It's the book of Ezekiel, chapter 33, verse 33. And when this cometh to pass, lo, it will come, then shall they know that a prophet had been among them. I like to start off this lesson by giving all praises, glory, infinite honors unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rechak Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught me this truth and rule well. Peace, blessings, and salutations be to the hopefully elect, as well as those that believe in the gospel. And may you endure to the end, Lord willing. Right? And just going into pretty much an M.O.T.B episode, right? Another update. Because things are moving, okay? And I was just watching a lesson that the elder out there in Dallas, Elder Yashwamba, was going into, right? And with this, I'm gonna read a little bit in the article, which I'm gonna get in a second. But we can see that things are moving, man. All right. This captivity is almost up, okay? And which is why, we get happy when we get news like this, all right? Because all of the prophecies are getting ready to come to pass, all right? And the M.O.T.B is getting ready to be made mandatory, okay? Now, this article, okay, it says from the CaliTimes.com, no more lost keys, ID cards. Dubai expect to put Dubai expect to implant micro C-hip in hand. All right, and this is the chick that you have pretty much promoting it, right? And this was published almost a week ago, but I'm just getting wind of it. So it says, goodbye to the days of fumbling with a bunch of keys or worrying about misplacing them for this Dubai resident. Starting next month, which is in April, by our Prestige, a New Zealand expat, is ready to embrace a future without keys, only a micro C-hip implanted in her hand. The CEO and founder of the Prestige Group and award-winning documentary producer, Prestige is set to undergo the procedure during her upcoming trip to the U.S. It says the tiny radio frequency identification, which is the RFID, electronic tag, roughly the size of a grain of rice, will be surgically implanted into the back of her hand using a syringe. All right. Now, this is straight out of Revelation, the 13th chapter, man. Okay. And this is on mainstream news in Dubai. All right. Now they getting ready to go with their move, man. All right. And as I said before, they're going to make it seem cool. All right. Beneficial. Okay. It's the new thing. All right. Well, people ain't going to be ready to get down with it like they think, man. All right. They tried it with the CV, all right. The demic, all right, during 2020, all right, and they was forcing everybody, that it was, you got to go get it. They tried to use the scare tactics to run along with it, okay. But ultimately, what did they just start doing? If you don't go get it now, you're going to lose your job, all right? If you don't go get it now, you can't go out to eat. You completely cutting people off from society, all right? So how much more when the real test comes, all right? Which that was just a little pop quiz, man, all right? In which the teacher pretty much gave you the answers at the end of the quiz, all right, to help you pass, all right? But this time, it's going to be closed book, okay? And the teacher going to walk out of the room, okay? And you're going to have to answer the questions on your own, man. You see? But I'm going to come back to it, all right? This is the book of Revelations, chapter 13, verse 15. It says, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed, right? And like Apostle Gabal say, all right, this image, this is a new image, man. All right, the NWO, all right, that's truly the image that they're trying to push. All right, this the new system that they're trying to implement. All right, and I wanted to grab this word "killed," right, because it got some meat in it, man. It's, as many might say, "Oh, we gonna get put to death." Well, no, it actually means this. Oh wow, is this the right one? That in order that so that, yeah. Let's see if it's in the root. All right. Let's see. Bear with me 1 second. All right. Because it might have switched it up on me. All right. When you go into this word killed, it means to be cut off from society. All right. That's what it means. All right. We know the blue letter goes off on things. All right. That in order that. Did I click the right one? Yep. It should be 244. Yeah. So this word should be killed. All right. It means ultimately to be xed out from society, all right, to be cut off from this society, okay? Now with that, it also comes with being put to death, all right, because we know according to the scriptures that there will be martyrs, all right, for the testimony of Yahweh Shai, okay? Because why? The elect is not going to get down with this program, all right? This NWO that Esau Edom, the so-called white man, is trying to push, all right? Starting with your ruling class elites, man. All right. Men gonna get thrown in sea camps, okay? Men will be put to death for this thing, all right? But as the scripture said in Revelation, be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life, man. All right? Now this is what's coming down the pipe, okay? Now this is verse 16. It said, he calls it all, both small, great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hands or their foreheads, right? So Lord will didn't change cause it, all right, because this word should say to make, all right, or to cause someone to do something, right? Exactly. So to make, all right, to make ready, to be the authors of the cause, you see? It says to make ready, to prepare. Now when you go down to the G definition, right, by I, it says to make, constitute, or to appoint one anything, to appoint or to ordain one that, all right, to declare one. You see? Now when you jump down here, this is the point. It says to make one do something. You see? To carry out, to execute. So they're going to make you, all right? They're going to make you, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, receive this mark, okay? Now, let me go back to the article, right? Now, it says, right, so it says, the tiny radio frequency RFID electronic tag, roughly the size of a grain of rice, would be surgically implanted in the back of her hand using a syringe. Okay, so now let's go back, all right, to that word mark, right? Because that syringe, all right, is associated with this word mark, all right, which goes back to Karax, all right? You got the word Karagma. It says a stamp, an imprinted mark, okay, which we know this will be initiated under the skin, okay? Surgically implanted, you see, using as it says, in the back of her hand using a syringe. All right. Now we know this syringe goes back to the root word, which is the karax. All right, which says a pail or a stake. Okay. Now when you go and look at a pail or a stake, which I pulled up, I believe. Right. When you look at a pail or a stake, you see it's pointy. All right. It's sharp. Okay. So that's what they're gonna use, the karax, right? They have the charagma inside of the karax, all right, and they're gonna use that. You see, it says the Latin word stylus, meaning a stake or a pointed instrument. So that's just a quick example to show you what a stake look like. It look like a little syringe, all right, a little nail, okay. But that's what's gonna hold. I wish I can. Let me see if I can actually pull it up. With the syringe, right? You see that? This is what how they implant it. Using we see the chip inside of it, all right, and they just prick it through the skin, all right, and inject it in you, and just take the needle out, all right, or the karax, which is the instrument, the syringe that they're gonna use, right? That this lady was talking about. You see? So, we can clearly see that this is getting ready to come to pass, all right? That, this is just being put out in the open like this, all right? And our ears are always open. It says it will be implanted in the fleshy parts of my skin on the back of my hand, she explained, so that I can unlock my car or unlock my door, the door to my house or gym. All right. Now, we had that dude maybe last year, a year before that, actually was using it as she's preparing to do for his Tesla. All right. That's how he drove his Tesla and whatnot. All right. But these are all just devices. All right. Satan's devices, man. To do what? Massage it into the brains of the people. All right. Because, once these celebrities and these different sellouts start doing it, it's going to do what? Spark Jake to do it. All right. Like I said, they're going to make it seem cool. Okay. And then what? Once everybody, they get to a certain point of standstill and people don't go get it, all right, it's going to be made mandatory. All right. That's when the point of causing, okay, is going to come in. Now, believe that was pretty much it on the karax and the charagma. All right. It says a thing carved. All right. Something that's going to be carved into you. All right. Using the karax, as I just showed you. It's back in Revelation. I'll just finish it out. Revelation 13 and 17. And that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. You see? Being able to control everything. In which I was watching a brother lesson, the Thursday night news, that brother Kara out there in Houston. All right, GMS Spiritual Temple 2, right? And he brought out this information in which American banks are taking part in the CBDC currency trials, right? Now, I'm going to just jump to the point. I might leave the, if you can, you could just pretty much put this in Google, naturalnews.com, American banks, digital currency, it'll pop up, right? But it's a point that I wanted to make in here. It says, could a global CBDC be in the pipeline? All right, because we know that the CBDC is going to go hand in hand, all right, with the charagma, the RFID microchip. Okay, if you can open your car door and get into your house, we know that all your information, all right, your medical information, your banking information, we know that all of that is going to be put into it. All right, actually, when you go into the word mark, all right, which goes back to karax, and I believe it should go back to Grapho, all right, in which Carax, yep, it should go back to Grapho, all right, Strong's G1125, all right, it's the point. It says to write with reference to the form of the letters, all right, which ultimately goes into the information, all right, all of the information that they're gonna have in these little bitty C hips with the size that are a grain of rice. You see, it says to delineate letters on a tablet, all right, parchment paper or other material to write with reference to the other contents of the writing, all right, to express in written characters. You see, so if you got ears to understand, all right, it's not talking about literally just writing, like the verb writing, all right, it's talking about putting information into this charagma, okay, this thing that's going to be inserted under the skin, all right, and I believe it's something that's called the Y server. You know, might have to look that up and do a separate lesson on the Y server, okay. Now I'll go back to the article. Now it's the point. It says in fact, I'm gonna start at the last paragraph under could a global CB. I'm gonna start right here. Right. In fact, the Bank of International Settlements has been looking into how a common multi-CBDC system could control the flow of international payments since at least 2020, so the last 4 years. It says the BIS will operate the platform, and analysts have cautioned that there is a very real risk that authorities such as central banks use CBDC systems as an instrument for state surveillance and control. You see? Now, we know that once everything finally goes digital, all right, and the charagma still is not mandatory, all right, we'll be able to use the digital system, all right? Now, as Apostle Tahar clarified it, once the charagma is made mandatory and they say, hey, you can't use the system, all right, your social credit score is going to go down and such, that's where we draw the line, all right, with the digital system, all right? That's where you ultimately get cut off from the society, all right, when they start to implement it mandatory, when they present you, okay, and tell you, hey, you got to take this mark in order to continue the society, or you have to go to a concentration camp, or you have to go, there's a guillotine over here to your right. You see? And I don't write this out, our fate don't fail in that, we don't take the M.O.T.B, man, all right, because we know there's a judgment written for those who do. You see? Now it was I'll jump to the last paragraph, 2 quick points. It says, in other words, all of the ways the Chinese Communist Party controls its citizens could be facilitated in any country with the use of these currencies, and anyone who values their freedom should start paying close attention to what is happening with CBDCs, right? Now you have basically, all right, now it claims the U.S. is lagging in this article on Reuters, all right, but this is another quick point I want to make. It says a total of 134 countries representing 98% of the global economy are now exploring digital versions of their currencies, with over half in advanced development, pilot, or launch stages. You see? So you have over half of the global countries, what they call is the G20, all right, when they have their G20 summit, all right, including all of the 100 and I think it's maybe 48 or 50 countries. I'm not sure. But you can see 98%, the global economy either have an advanced development, pilot, or launch stages, man, all right? 98%. So things are moving, you see? And we know that once all of these countries are on board, all right, they can do anything to have the systems, all right, go out, all right, in order to implement a new system and have that system come back up, man, right? Which is going to be controlled through the micro C hip, man. You see? Now, let me see if there was a little more in this article, right? Right, so she even said, looks like I'll be traveling to the USA to get my RFID microchip implanted. So I mean, hey, it's already here, man. All right, which is why I opened up with the scripture in Ezekiel. All right, and when it cometh to pass, and Lord will come, then shall they know a prophet have been among them, man. All right, that's the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, verse 3. It says, "For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry." You see, and the vision is no longer tarrying, man. Okay, it's for a appointed time. All right, and that time is closer than when we believed. Okay, and you have this woman traveling here to get a C hip, shows you that the U.S. as that article in Reuters said the U.S. is lagging with the digital stuff, but they already have the micro C hips, man. You see? So what's really going on? All right. They got them locked and loaded and ready to go. Okay. At any given time, all right, the devil can get ready and come down with great wrath, man. You see? So the time is short. All right. Now, as I spoke about, there's a judgment written for those who do take the M.O.T.B. And it's Revelation, I believe it's 14:9. Right? And it says, "And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of our power, which is poured out without mixture, into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb." And that's the point. All right. You take that M.O.T.B., this is the judgment that's written for you. All right. A nuclear destruction, or even personally getting destroyed by Yahushua himself. You see? So what side or what are you gonna pick? All right. Lord willing, the sincere myself and other brothers that's in the faith, that we be found in the righteous side. All right. That we don't take this M.O.T.B. Okay, that we endure to the end, and whatever our fate be, so be it. All right, we cool with that. Okay, but as for the others, hey man, the choice is yours, and the choice really not yours. All right, so I brought this out. This one's edifying. Till next time I say shalom.